Welcome to Blood Moon Oracle. Hope you guys are well today. Taking a look at the encouragement of the day. Happy Friday. We made it another week down, right? Hope you have something beautiful planned for this weekend. So we're just going to take a tap into the energy. I did lay out my spread for the sake of time, tapping into my Star Tarot deck. As we're looking at a general spread for the energies that are showing up today. Okay. At the end, I will also pull a inspirational card from one of my God and Goddesses dream inspiration. And so let's take a look. Starting this energy, we have the Star Tarot deck coming in with the Fool, Eight of Pentacles, Two of Wands, and the High Priestess. Now, right now, it feels like you are in a place, and this could be spiritually, it could be physically in your environment that feels open. It feels like a very adventurous energy that you're in right now, or that's surrounding you, open to exploration, open to possibly even new beginnings of some kind, new endeavors. Also, the energy of hard work. Like, I feel like there's something very mastered in the energy that I'm feeling. Maybe you worked really hard to get where you are right now, right? And now you're able to sit in that energy all around you that may have provided some kind of opportunities that are present right now for you that you are very aware of with the High Priestess. Very open energy, nothing hidden. Things are plainly seen. Like, it almost feels like Spirit is saying, come on, it doesn't get any clearer than this. You know, the energy feels very vibrant, dedicated too. Like there's a lot of focus and intent in the energy all around you right now. Now, as I take a look at the next set of energies that come out for you, I have the Ten of Wands, the Six of Cups, the Temperance, and the Queen of Swords. So this is the Queen of Swords gives me the energy of inquiry, right? Right now, there's something that you're thinking about, and it could have something to do with whether or not you're doing too much. Maybe you feel like you're asking yourself, like, am I doing too much? Am I not doing enough? Why do I feel so overwhelmed and tired? Possibly. There's also something coming up about past energies. There could be some questions about someone or some situation from the past that's arising today, that's fresh on your mind, that captured your thoughts in some type of way. But there feels like there's something that you've been patiently waiting on. It could be an answer to a question that you've posed, right? And you're just kind of patiently waiting on that. And you may even be doing little things to try to come up with the answer yourself. But the Queen of Swords gives me that energy of inquiry, of wanting to know, of needing to know, right? The Queen of Swords is really very inquisitive, a little bit demanding too. It's like she has to know when, what, where, who, why, how, all of the details around the question. And is willing to do the work to get the answer. And so there could be things that are on your mind right now that you may be actively pursuing the answer for. Or on the other end with the Temperance, you're passively waiting for the answer. however that, resonates for where you are right now mentally, right? Maybe something from the past is coming up that you're inquiring about. It could be something that is in the current situation. Maybe you're just simply asking, like, why does this feel so heavy right now? Why is the energy so heavy? Why is what I'm doing feeling so heavy? Am I doing too much? But as I look at the next energy coming out for you, we have the Ace of Cups, the Page of Swords, the Five of Pentacles, and the Star. So first off, I do feel like there is some type of challenge coming in here around possibly receiving information. There's an information coming in some type of way, and you're not sure how to take it, right? You're not sure whether or not it's even for you. There's some challenge about receiving this information coming forward here. This could be concerning the question that you've asked. It could be concerning directions on moving forward from the place where you are. It could be concerning something that is being given to you. There's some challenge around receiving this information, and it could in fact be asking, is this for me? Is this really for me, right? Just not being able to understand with the Five of Pentacles and sometimes having hard time thinking outside of the experiences that has been had that hasn't really been encouraging, right? The Five of Pentacles is really trying to get out of this this rut, trying to get out of this way of thinking around experiences that has been had in the past, especially as it pertains to stepping into this really beautiful energy. You may be being led into what it is that you've been desiring. And sometimes it is a mind shift that's needed to be able to receive, right, what's coming towards us or what's being given to us. That's what it feels like. The challenge coming in feels like having a difficulty receiving this Ace of Cups coming in as your request, as what you've asked for. There's some information coming in around that, but it's not being received because there's some challenge around receiving it. Now, the Seven of Wands comes out here with the Three of Pentacles, the World, the Magician, and the Chariot, right? What you don't really see is that there is a level of courage, the energy being, supporting you for the courage that's needed to really take advantage of this moment and step into this moment, believing in, what all that is for you. Stepping into this moment in full belief that you're able to handle this, that you're able to receive this, that this is for you. Whatever part of this experience that's difficult, right? I feel like Spirit is definitely supporting and sending encouragement and support around you being able to embody this moment, this energy coming in. With the Seven of Wands, it talks about having courage and stepping up to the plate, right? The Seven of Wands is actually standing in a place that places you possibly not necessarily separation, but it does feel that way. There's some place where you are that is possibly not something that everybody can identify with. The Seven of Wands can come through in so many different energies. For some reason, there may be a need to even guard this, right? There's something valuable about this. The Three of Pentacles and the World, the Magician and the Chariot is talking about empowering self, or being empowered to go out and do, partake of the opportunities that are being given right now. It could be concerning work with the Three of Pentacles. It could be concerning opportunities that arise to go out and do, and get your feet wet into things that you've been preparing for. Three of Pentacles can be like collaborations. It could be bringing forth what you've been working on. Even in this picture, as I look, there's eggs in a basket, right? That's hatching, that will hatch from the heart space. So this feels like it's not only word, but it's something that is desirable for you, something that you may be cultivating and have worked on. This could even be something that you have gotten really good at in your energy. In the environment is the Eight of Pentacles, which says that there's been some mastering, some work being put in the environment. This is the ability to step out and realize that work out in the world. The waiting period is coming to an end. I feel like Spirit is closing off this segment and is saying, now go. It's your time. Go. It's time to go. The Magician, this is what you've been preparing for and working towards and cultivating, right? This is what you've been pulling down into your experiences here. And then the Chariot just is like the empowerment behind it to go and do it, right? And so this all ends with the Nine of Pentacles, the Knight of Cups, Six of Swords, and the Ten of Pentacles. So between the Nine of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles is you being able to move away from this. It feels like an independent energy. There's something about possibly, maybe you're in a place where you're cultivating this, or you've been working on this and solidifying something, but moving outwardly now. To where now there is the using what you've been working towards or creating. If it's love, it's moving out of the energy of independence and then into some type of connection to actually realize what's being given, what you've essentially asked for. The Six of Swords is moving away. The Knight of Cups is something being offered, an offering of some kind. So this gives me the energy of moving from one state into the next, which is the fulfillment of it, right? And so overall, as I look at the energy coming out here, it feels like there is like a movement happening, and almost like an unbelief that this is actually happening right now. Is this really happening, right? Is this really being offered? Or am I tripping? Hold on, let me wipe my eyes a little bit because I may not be seeing things too clearly. It's almost like a moment of second guessing, but Spirit is saying, yes, yes. Are you ready? Are you ready? Everything has been set. The table has been set for you. Now, all you have to do is step out into this. And the Wheel of Fortune comes in to, support. There are energies that are supporting what's happening right now. You've done the inner work. The Hermit here, you can handle this. The Sun, this is the promised fulfillment around this, and so this is moving into a different part of your journey. I feel like possibly something that you've been waiting for and asking for. You may have been in a place where you've been healing and preparing and releasing, and just really confronting different things that will keep you from handling this when it came in. I feel like you've done the inner work behind this. whatever you've been working on here. Let's see, what is this? Can we get more information for my viewers today? And this doesn't feel like anything that's sneaking in. You're aware that you're stepping into this, right? We have the Emperor, the Justice, and the Ten of Cups. Feels like some position. That spirit feels is rightly, earned, like you've rightly earned the right to step into this. And whatever it is, it's really about, I feel like it's about you connecting in some type of way, being in a position to connect in some type of way. The Emperor really is this overseeing energy. It's the energy of leadership. I liken the energy of the Emperor to like this father-like energy of overseeing, protecting, providing, directing, instructing, exemplifying, right? And then the Justice comes in to bring that energy of handling responsibility well. It's a high level of integrity that the Justice brings, and standing in a way that would say, you can be trusted with things like money or power or whatever it is, certain abilities, right? Whatever we would hold in high esteem, it says that you can be trusted, that you actually have the heart of people at mind. That's what this is all about for you. And so whatever this is, it could be a job, it could be some type of practice that you have, that you're entering into here. What is this for my viewer? I don't necessarily get the energy of love. However, it does have little hints here and there, especially with the Ten of Pentacles. That's more about realizing the fulfillment in reality for you. But that could also include, connections and relationships as well. Let's see what else comes out. Give us more specifics on what this is that's showing up today. All right, we have the Six of Wands and the Five of Cups. Going from a place of healing to success, the Six of Cups, really enjoying where you are, looking back, seeing how, how much everything makes sense and how much everything was necessary to really get to where you are today, and how all of those things played a part. Like everything is falling in line. It's making sense. Okay. And so it's being in a really good place. I think the only thing left is just to realize that, yes, this is, for you. You are worthy of whatever your heart is desiring here. Spirit thinks so too. Because Spirit has placed you in a position to be able to make the choice after this inner work that's been done with the Two of Swords and the Six of Pentacles. And the work that you have done is being reciprocated back around to you in so many ways. I'm going to go ahead and pull one of my encouragement cards before we end this out today. This is coming in as the encouragement. So what encouragement do we have for our viewers today? This is from Oshun, goddess of fertility, has a message. All of life is in your care when you behold everyone as part of you. No matter what unenlightened behavior they may exhibit, you champion them to find their way from underground into the fruition of their light. You are no longer at the effect. You are the cause, creating a world that works for all. And I feel like Spirit is saying this is a beautiful message about being in a position of being able to cause change and being a positive influence in places where you are. And there's something about that that may be connected to this Ten of Cups, this justice, and the Emperor. When I asked, what is this that we're stepping into now, right? It's almost like understanding your position and the influence that you hold in that position, right? Not to be influenced, but to influence. It does have the Ten of Cups come out here that talks about connection and that relationship being a beautiful one, right? Ten of Cups is it almost feels like a community, a group of people coming together. It could be a family, right? But it's interconnectedness with different people that is very energetically aligned and harmonized, very fruitful, very fulfilling to everyone that's connected, right? So there's something about that, possibly being in a position of orchestrating, right? The connections and the energy and facilitating like how that will play out in a way that's beneficial for all. That's what I'm feeling here. And so that's the encouragement. If that resonates, beautiful. I did have lots of energy come out here. Lots and lots of energies. So we have Cancer, Aquarius, Gemini, Virgo, Taurus, Libra, Aquarius, Pisces, Leo, Virgo, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Sagittarius, Pisces, Scorpio, Capricorn, Aries, Virgo, Sagittarius, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, and Jupiterian, not Jupiterian. Yeah, Jupiterian energy. Not Jupiterian, it's Pluto energy. Okay. So that's what I have for you today. Thank you so much for stopping by. I hope that resonated. Let me know. That's the encouragement for the day. Spirit is just encouraging you to step forward into this energy and be a positive influence, right? Not be influenced, but you're in a position now where you're able to actually positively influence your environment. And it may also be about just understanding that, right? The power of the position that you have and not be afraid of it. Take the bull by the horns, right? Take the reins and go with it, okay? Thank you so much for stopping by. That's Blood Moon Oracle coming for the encouragement of the day. Till next time, bye.